So this is the recording of day 2, in which so much is happening in such a short game. I have already had to make myself a king, and I have already been backstabbed, and I think I've now been backstabbed twice, although the second one doesn't really count. You know how I said that red was going to take Sagan? Well, red is going to try and take Sagan. It turns out, surprisingly, that I could defend it, which I'm considering doing. So up here, we had little adventures going back in time about who's going to take what, and K-Dog in the khaki has moved into both Vintgar and Shaneville. I mean, how greedy is that? And then he sent an enormous border force with a smuggler to Vintgar. Well, what am I supposed to do with that? So I'm doing the central defence with my smuggler, which is conveniently, you can't really see that here. Oh, there it is. Conveniently just outside his radar range from Nemo and Vintgar. So for the time being, he can't actually see this smuggler when all this is going on. So he drops off his troops and then continues to head west towards Yellow, who I originally thought I would crush, but now is sort of turning into a bit of an erstwhile ally who's having a very interesting battle with brown and purple, and so it seems red. There's all sorts of multi-informal alliance battles going on. Brown has sat here and has drilled a mine. I then said to myself, I can't be letting this bloke take all the fortresses to my north, so I went and counter-attacked Vintgar. And he said, "Why are you doing that to me?" For which I pretended that I had a mutual defence treaty with Yellow, and he was attacking Yellow, which is almost true, and it's practically turning into the truth. So we have a bit of a chat, and agree that I can keep Vintgar, but I'll help him get all the remaining factories in the region, which will turn us into friends. He then gifts his 2 defensive subs that he had incoming, which is a perfect cover for him then turning around and sending everything back at Vintgar. It's like, you sneaky bugger. And in the meantime, I decided that A, I had too many drills to know what to do with, so I built a mine. And B, I decided that if I wasn't going to be doing any attacking in the west, I was going to send my smuggler east. So I have lost a good 6 to 8 hours of response time due to a couple of measly gift subs. Good move, you sneaky bugger. It's exactly what I would have done. So now I've had to turn around and activate Plan B, which is go straight to a king. So that will seriously damage the effect of his massive armies there. So the 88 gets knocked down to a mere 16. He then gets to build straight away, and then that gets knocked down. So this is basically where we are now. I'll get one more build in before his slow forces arrive. He, in the meantime, has turned a smuggler into a tycoon in the hope that this will grant him dominance. On this map, I'm not so sure, because he's going to run into driller cap issues. Meanwhile, Yellow has retaken Smithrand and is about to retake Shaneville, and I'm going to send some drills up from either Vintgar or Stella to retake Shaneville. And now I have coming up a large army with, I'm going to wait for, in the future, a thief. And then the combination thief-king is going to be able to basically smash armies up to about 1.5 times my size, which is what I might be expecting down in Vintgar. Particularly if that 42 runs away into Vintgar, it could get interesting, because 100 minus 15% becomes 85, 68 plus 15% becomes 83, at which point I'd kill 30% of his dudes with my king, and I win. So yes, I could definitely beat 100 with 83. So that is all good. Say 100. You know, I'm not going to do maths now because that's going to bore you. But it is very much a game of maths in this corner. I'm trying to just eradicate K-Dog's production capacity with the minimum amount of resources possible, because who knows which direction he might counterattack. Meanwhile, Brown is still being friendly and is also driller capped, so I'm deeply suspicious of that. But I'm going to hope that I can hold on to my smuggler for long enough to see, look, this is me cutting off a attack there, and then I'm going to have to probably send my smuggler over to Sedna because I've got massive amounts of drillers just sort of sitting there marking territory, like having a standoff with Hook. I mean, having a king seemed like a great idea, except it means you can't defend anything for nuts. Okay, I've rambled on for long enough. See you tomorrow.